Okay, this is pretty familiar. It's really just running through equations of lines. So typically y equals mx plus b, that's point slope intercept, but we're going to use point slope, and we use a slightly different way of solving because it's faster and it reduces errors. Okay, so we're going to start with simply calculating the slope between these 2 points. Do yourself a favor. Write the formula. And label the points. Remember, they come in XY pairs. There's our first point. There's our second point. Now, the reason this is a great idea is because here's where the errors start. It's substitution errors and sign errors. So what I like to do is put in that fraction bar and the 2 negative signs, and that helps me reduce my sign errors. And it also helps me, seeing the formula helps me focus on where to get what. So first thing is y2. I'm going to grab that 2 in that second point. Next, y1. There's the 2 in the first point. And x2 is 0, and x1 is a negative 1. So let's simplify this. And in the numerator, we get a 0. In the denominator, we get 0 plus 1, or 1. That reduces to a slope of 0. Now, this makes sense. And if you notice that our y's are exactly the same, this will always happen. Doesn't matter what the denominator is. If the numerator is 0, then we have a slope of 0. We're graphing a horizontal line. All right, on to 2. We're going to find the slope of the line passing through the points if it's defined. What this is stating is that if we have some number, any number, and we're dividing by 0, remember, under the line is undefined. So a 0 under the line will always be undefined. Doesn't matter what's in the numerator. So if we get a 0, then we do something else with it. All right, so So this one is going to turn out exactly that way. So m equals 2 minus a negative 1 is 3 over 0. M is UND. And I'm not sure how they want you to enter that into XYZ homework. We'll figure that out. The reason it's undefined is because our x coordinates are exactly the same. And they are always going to graph a vertical line which has an undefined slope. All right, on to everybody's favorite fraction work. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop the video, get as far as you can with this, and then come back and check your answer. I'm going to stop the video and add the work. See you in a bit. Okay, well, we definitely got into the fraction work, and I'm showing my fraction work on the left-hand side in every little detail. So let me see if I can get this thing to work right. So right here is basically my substitution step. All right, yeah, it's working. And then I put together the numerator and showed you converting the denominator to a common denominator of 2. Then in this step, I wound up with a complex fraction. Remember, we take the fraction in the denominator and we flip it and we multiply. That is our division step, which is what I show on the second to the last step, and ultimately I get an m of 4/3. All right, I'm going to stop this video. I will see you on the next one.